I'm not privy to every um, request that comes in, ticket that comes in that asks for help about something. So the situation here was a survey was being filled out with information, and a PDF was getting uploaded on that initial survey. Downstream, a decision about what was held in that PDF and some other information in the project was going to be made by somebody else in the team. And so it was useful for that person to see the PDF that had been uploaded in the original survey. So I guess we haven't done this before, and if we have, then I'll just refresh your memory and make a couple comments about it. So I have a small project here with just two forms, and the first one would be the original survey where a person is asked to upload a file. This Is It Hot Out is not, I should have probably deleted that. It was part of the person asking the question. But the PDF upload is where you upload your PDF. And then the other instrument is the downstream instrument where you want to be able to see visually what was in that PDF. And if you wanted to see this PDF once you uploaded it, you could add some, an inline action tag or something to be able to see what that PDF is, but it's irrelevant at this particular stage. You don't have to see it. The person uploading it knows what it said, so it's not going to be visual uh, at this stage, but then downstream, the person that's going to be reviewing this wants to be able to see the PDF, and so they uh, we have a method to do that. So first I'll show you how this looks, and then I'll go into the detail. So here in the PDF home, here is a file that's been a PDF that's been uploaded, answers some question, whether it's a CV or any kind of document in a PDF form. And then on the subsequent form downstream, whoever's going to be looking at this, when they click on this, they'll be able to see that PDF visually, and not have to wonder, go back and download it and all of that. So how does that work? Um, if we look at it, it simply has two action tags. It uses the action tag image pipe, PDF upload, and inline, and image view. And I've put some parameters on the image view. It comes from a couple of external modules to allow me to use that. I used the image viewer, something we've demoed before, but haven't used it in this particular situation. And the inline full, which allows you to show the entire PDF. So the inline full is something that I could have used for the initial survey to show that PDF if we wanted to, but I didn't use it for that. But in this PDF pipe, again, if we look at that, the syntax for image pipe is PDF upload and then inline and then the image view. I played around with this. The width is not really too big of a deal in this case, but the height it makes a difference. So if I didn't have this, I'm gonna take this out for a minute and then just take a look at it. Shows up like this, which is not quite so useful. So this is the default, but by adding the subsequent image view option where you can customize that height and width, you can play around with this. And now you can maybe see the whole thing. So, and you can also use perhaps the tool. One thing that is important that we found about building this is that the browser itself needs to have a PDF viewer. Now, some browsers integrate a PDF viewer along with it. Firefox, this worked right out of the box without any problem at all. I also use Chrome. This is Chrome that you're looking at now. I had in the past loaded a PDF viewer because I didn't find the default in Chrome to be that useful for viewing PDF. So I had loaded an extension just called PDF Viewer. And if you, let's see, wanted to see what that looked like, it's this PDF viewer. It has this PDF space JS. And so I had added that as an extension at some point. I also found that in one of my other browsers called Brave. So it may be that if you have trouble with that, you would just need to make sure that people knew that they needed some kind of PDF viewer. And if it comes integrated with the browser they're using, then you should have no trouble. Edge apparently has one integrated with it. So anyway, that's the only requirement, that you have something within the browser. The code itself, the external or the action tags, are going to be functional and make it work just fine, but only, I mean, if it doesn't work, it's not the fault of what you have here. It would only be the fault of the extension, the viewer, the Adobe or PDF viewer in your browser. We tested this with both PCs and Macs. It's kind of where the problem came up initially when I created this for someone. I could see it just fine, and it seemed to be a solution to their request. But then when they looked at it, they couldn't see it on their Mac. And so we couldn't decide if it was a problem with the Mac or something with the browser configuration. And after testing, we found that all they needed was a viewer, a PDF viewer, to make this work successfully. So really relatively easy solution if you ever need to see a PDF downstream that was uploaded in upstream. The particular project that needed this needed a PDF uploaded from a I guess it would be in this case it'll be a membership kind of project, and they're collecting people who want to subscribe to something. and they upload their credentials or whatever in a PDF. And then the person reviewing whether they want to accept this person for membership or whatever is looking to see what all has been uploaded and it's visual, and you just want to save them time from having to go back and download that PDF and take a look at it. So there you go. This is the solution if you run into something like that.